What is going on, LDN wrestling fans? Tom Mitchell here, and welcome to episode number 13 of LDN Capital TV. Tonight, we have not one, but two championship matches for you guys. We will kick things off with the British Heavyweight Championship up for grabs as Alan Lee Travis defends against Filthy Phil Powers. Then, in our main event, is Joey Scott defending the Capital Championship against Irish Hardman Steve Savage. It's going to be a great episode tonight, and it all gets started right now. Let's get down to ringside.
These are dangerous days.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome along to LDN Wrestling Capital TV. Tonight's episode is going to be a fantastic episode featuring two singles bouts, the first of which is a bout for the LDN British Championship, featuring the man making his way to the ring, the 20-plus year veteran of British wrestling, one of the most hated men in all of British wrestling, Filthy Phil Powers, as he gets a shot at the LDN British Championship, taking on the champion Alan Lee Travis. And in our main event tonight, a slight deviation from our normal programming as we bring you a tables match featuring Ireland's Steve Savage against the LDN Capital Champion, the hotshot Joey Scott. Well, in the ring right now for our British Championship match is the challenger, Filthy Phil Powers. And making his way to the ring right now is the 10-time reigning, defending British Wrestling Champion. It is Alan Lee Travis, ladies and gentlemen. If you are a fan of LDN Wrestling, you are very familiar with this man's body of work as he makes his way to the ring, as always representing the United Kingdom. And here is Alan Lee Travis with championship belt over that shoulder, now in his arms, over the shoulder right there, making his way to the ring. The fans here exceptionally behind Mr. Travis, as always right here, but I think as much as them being behind Travis, they are very much against Phil Powers. So we're about going to get this match started. It is, of course, one fall to a finish in this encounter. Well then, as the introductions have been done, the men are getting ready to square off. And straight off the bat, Powers takes a rear bow and arrow hold with the legs. Travis then flips over, tries to slide underneath to push Powers away, but instead drops him down onto his front by taking down that left leg. Front cravat lock secured. Powers then takes over with a wrist lock takeover there. Travis nips to his feet, very nicely done, hooking the leg to get a little bit of leverage, but Powers unable to give him that leverage as Travis now works once again up, but Powers forcing him down. Once a competitor is in charge of that wrist, they are really able to manipulate them in so many different ways. Travis now with a armbar on that left hand, not fully on the armbar then, trying to get the crowd a little bit into this as Travis and Powers then, not the first time that these two have met, of course, but this is the first time that we are seeing them on Capital TV. And Travis then ducks under a line and gets a nice arm drag, rolls the wrist right over, continues to hold onto it, drops a leg on it, and right there gets a single arm extension on that wrist right there. And again, as I was saying earlier, whoever controls the wrist early on in the match does have the ability to do many, many different things, manipulate the body. Just that little turn of the wrist right there can really cause pain. Powers then out of that hold now and into a headlock of his own. Travis working Powers to his feet, shoots him off the ropes. Powers takes Travis down with a shoulder tackle and goes for a quick cover. Just a 2 count right there. Headlock takeover by Phil Powers, and Travis bounces his way out of it, reminiscent of Johnny Saint right there, or more, if I'm going to be more historically accurate, reminiscent of George Kidd, of course, for our British wrestling historians out there. Well, the two men up on their feet and the crowd getting really behind Travis and really going against Filthy Phil Powers. They lock up with those hands there for a over and under Greco-Roman knuckle lock, and Powers transitions this into what has been termed a Japanese stranglehold, a move made famous by the Purusao Japanese technicians, of course. using his right foot to cause just a little bit more discomfort to Travis right there. As Travis tries to get to his feet, he's able to lift the hands, rolls Phil Powers through, but Powers then, beautifully done into a cartwheel, but Travis saw it coming and drop kicks him out the ring, and Powers not happy about that. And Alan Lee Travis has the ring all to himself right now. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I just want to again welcome you along. This is going to be such a phenomenal episode. We, of course, have the tables match coming up a little bit later on with Steve Savage and the Hotshot Joey Scott. But if you have yet to do so, please make sure that you are subscribing to LDN Wrestling. We are almost at 3,000 subscribers. And when we reach our 3,000th subscriber, we will be bringing you a one-on-one interview of your choosing, or with a superstar of your choosing from LDN Wrestling past or LDN Wrestling present. It could be either of the two men in the ring, or it could be anyone that you have seen live, or indeed on any of our YouTube content. But right now we've got Travis then's got Powers on the ropes. Travis goes off the ropes, goes for it, and he misses. And unfortunately for Travis, he has stuck himself in a very precarious position. And now Phil Powers is taking control, single leg sweep of that left leg of Travis. Now he picks both legs up, and this could be dangerous. The referee's not going to allow anything to happen right here that shouldn't, I hope. No, don't do it, Powers. Don't do it. You don't need to go there. That's unnecessary. Well, the crowd certainly don't want to see it. The referee doesn't want to see it. Travis definitely doesn't want to see it. And Powers then letting go of that leg and just giving a single leg kick to the right hamstring, and now working away over that right leg of Alan Lee Travis. Well, Travis's right leg has been a bit of a problem over his career. He has had a few injuries to that right knee. Powers doing some homework in advance of this encounter. Now drops him down once again, picks up both of those knees. And again, he's teasing, just doing something very, very disastrous to Travis. He's teasing a kick right there, but once again continues to work on the hamstring of Alan Lee Travis. And now kicking away at that right leg, which is precariously on the ropes. Travis unable to get both of his feet situated on the floor, whipped into that buckle, and look at that. Travis then kicked all the way through, again continuing the advance. And now Powers switching over to the left leg, and look at that beautiful, beautiful neck-assisted leg vine right there. Nicely done from Phil Powers. Travis then almost at the ropes. If he reaches up, he might be able to break this hold, but he's trying to figure out if he can get Powers' legs, and he does so. And he rolled him up almost for a pinfall, and now Travis then gets both arms. Powers kicks him away, though his legs weren't powerful enough to keep him there. Travis tries for a single leg, trips him down, and now Travis could be getting his own back. Now, this is not the type of behavior we expect from our British champion, of course. Teasing it, getting Phil Powers in his element, and the wishbone right there, the groin muscle of Travis, and then a drop with his ankles landing on the chest of Powers. Nicely done there from the British heavyweight champion, using all of the rules to his favor. And now, what could we be seeing here? Oh, this does not look good. This does not bode well for Powers. Oh, and a poke right into the eyes there. And Powers can't see anything going on. And Travis entertaining, as always, but entertaining the people in the venue right now. And Powers then, look at this, he's taking quick advantage with a quick clap of the ears and a big boot to the side of the head right there. And Powers again going to antagonize the crowd, as he always does. Travis is picked up by Powers. Drop then. Just a 2 count, no leg hook there, so a simple 2 count. Now he wants a 3 count, but he's not doing anything to get it. Now he covers both shoulders, very well done. And Travis rolls him through. Just a 2 count right there. Oh, Powers with a very nice lariat, taking Travis down onto the mat. Well, looks like we've got Powers in complete control of Travis. Irish whip reverse though. Travis follows it in with a big back body drop. Very nicely done. Travis picks up Powers for a body slam or a sight. Body slam down. Oh, Travis off the ropes. Rolling senton for a pin. Just a 2 count right there from Travis. Travis now back on top. surely edging his way to yet another title defense. Travis then, look at this, he's got one arm insecure, and now he's walking the ropes. He is walking the tight ropes. Oh, but that was very dangerous, and Powers then able to flip Travis 360 degrees in the air, and this could be all over. Oh, but Travis rolls him through. Look at this unconventional pinfalls here from Filthy Phil Powers. Travis, though, jackknife pin. He's won with this before, but just a 2 count. Leg sweep. Goes for a quick cover. Kicked out. Goes for another cover. Kicked out. Goes for another cover. Using the ropes. Referee sees it. Goes for another cover. Legs are on the rope. Referee sees it. Desperation from Filthy Phil Powers right here. Now he goes for, oh, look at this. He's going for a pile driver, but he's flipped him over instead. Oh, and just a 2 count right there. Phil Powers is absolutely hell-bent on pinning Alan Lee Travis in the middle of the ring here, but I don't think he's anticipating any of these counts actually winning. He's just trying to exhaust the champion, but the champion then very challenging to exhaust. He has an engine on him like a Mack truck right here, and Travis in the corner laying down some blows right on the top of the bald head of Filthy Phil Powers, and Travis then engaging this audience with every single punch. Snapmare rolls him over, hits the ropes. Oh, he went for a flip right there, and unfortunately for Travis, Powers was out of the way. Just a 2 count though. Well, again, folks, please stay tuned. Of course, we have an amazing tables match coming up for you later on. The first ever tables match in LDN Capital TV history, featuring the Irish Savage, Steve Savage, against the hotshot Joey Scott in a bout that will be contested for the British Capital Championship. And now Travis then with an overhook chicken wing, moved into that double arm bow and arrow hold. Club to the back from Filthy Phil Powers. He's got to be thinking about picking up a victory here. Oh, snap suplex, one of the best in British wrestling. Just a 2 count right there. Powers hits that suplex with so much force. The full effect of it felt by the kidneys of Alan Lee Travis. Irish whip to the corner. Travis leaps over him, runs into the corner by himself. Oh, beautiful second rope crossbody. Oh, and he caught him by surprise and picks up a huge victory right there. Well, what a fantastic encounter, ladies and gentlemen. Alan Lee Travis successfully defending his British Heavyweight Championship. But ladies and gentlemen, I'm being told that we have an exclusive announcement coming your way from LDN's own Tom Mitchell. So let's go right back to the studio, Tom. Over to you.
After promoting the first ever professional wrestling show in Gibraltar, LDN Wrestling is traveling once again on Saturday, July 9th. This time, LDN Wrestling will go to the British Channel Islands, specifically the Crown Dependency of Guernsey. This will take place at the Princess Royal Centre for Performing Arts. In action tonight, already confirmed, are British Heavyweight Champion Alan Lee Travis, Capital Champion the Hotshot Joey Scott, plus many, many more. Tickets will be available very soon at guernseytickets.gg. We are so excited to come to your beautiful island, and we will see everybody ringside.
What an announcement that was. LDN is heading to Guernsey. British Wrestling back in Guernsey. What a fantastic announcement, ladies and gentlemen. If you are not following us on all of our social media platforms, please make sure that you do so. No more importantly than going down and subscribing right now to LDN Wrestling on YouTube and clicking the bell in the top right hand corner to enable notifications. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is a first for LDN Capital TV. This bout features the man you see on your screen right there, Steve Savage, and he is carrying to the ring a steel chair, because in a tables match, ladies and gentlemen, chairs are indeed legal. The winner of the bout will be the first man to put his opponent through a table, And of course, the winner of the bout will be the LDN Capital champion.
In Southern Ireland, this is Steve Savage!
Well, Savage then clearly on a mission tonight to take the Capital Championship from the hotshot Joey Scott, who will be making his way to the ring shortly. And no doubt the crowd will be fully behind the hotshot Joey Scott.
The champion, please.
And here he is, the hotshot Joey Scott, making his way to the ring. He has been on an absolute run of his career as of late, has the hotshot Joey Scott, defending his championship left, right and center against all comers. However, the hotshot Joey Scott has never defended his LDN championship in a tables match. And tonight, right here on LDN Capital TV, that is what is going to happen. This is a tables match. If hotshot Joey Scott is put through a table, not only will he suffer all of the pain that comes with such a devastating predicament, but he will also lose his coveted Capital Championship. And Steve Savage, well, he is not just savage by name, he is savage in this ring, and we are going to see tonight, ladies and gentlemen, perhaps we'll see some catch-as-catch-can wrestling, perhaps we'll see some hold exchanges, but more importantly than all of that, I think we are going to see a fight tonight featuring these two competitors, Steve Savage and the hotshot Joey Scott. Well, all legal, and they get started then. Shot Joey Scott then takes him down and is trying to make this way, but Savage then already getting his hands up, blocking those punches. Frustration in the air. He gets taken down yet again. Hands are up once again from Savage, trying to block these punches coming in from the hotshot Joey Scott. And Savage is getting out the ring right there, but Shot not allowing him a second of rest, chasing him down. Well, this bout is going to be fought all over the arena, of course. We hope that our roving camera is going to be making sure that we see all of the action. Ladies and gentlemen, wherever this bout goes, our cameraman will follow. If they go into the crowd, we will follow. If they go backstage, we will follow. If they go out into the parking lot, we will follow. And right here, they are making their way up the stairs. And I do not want to see what happens if one of them gets knocked all the way down the stairs. Folks, these aren't stunt actors. These are professional wrestlers. And we don't train to how to fall downstairs. So hopefully these two are able to make it back to the ring safely. But more importantly, this is the type of hard-hitting action that you are seeing from LDN Wrestling, as the hotshot Joey Scott bringing Steve Savage all the way to the very top of this arena. Ladies and gentlemen, there are almost 1,000 people in attendance right here as this encounter is taking place. And they are getting a bird's eye view, a first-hand view, should I say, of the hard-hitting action of LDN Wrestling. Oh, and it looks like Savage is... Oh, he's attempting to throw him over. That's about a 40-foot drop, ladies and gentlemen. There's no padding on the bottom of that. If he gets him over there, and look at this, some concern in the audience, and we've cut back to the real action. Nobody got thrown over as Scott takes control right here. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that was a little bit scary, and you can see the fans are really not in love with Steve Savage in any way. Some of the little fans are really showing him that. But Savage then and Scott fighting all over this arena right here. Again, the rules of this match are simple. They are clear. The first person to be put through a table is the loser. And if it is Joey Scott that goes through the table, it is not just the bout he loses, it's the belt as well. Well, there is no countouts, there are no disqualifications, all weapons ringside are legal. We've already seen Steve Savage bring a chair around. There is a table at the very edge of the entranceway. These two men will be vying to see who can control that. They are using every aspect of this arena. The stairs, the stage, we've seen them over the barricades. We've seen them using the chairs. We've even seen them using the audience members. This has been a crazy encounter thus far. Well, Savage now working his way up the stairs, dragging Joey Scott with him along the way. Everyone can see this is right at the very top of the entranceway. And just beyond that curtain, other than our photographer, oh no, there's the steel chair. And this could be dangerous for Scott. Savage puts it down. His intentions must be to slam him onto that steel chair. This is going to be very, very dangerous. It could. Oh, don't tell me he's going to pile drive him. Oh, Savage is up, and Savage is dropped down onto the hard wooden stage right there. Luckily, Joey Scott did not land anywhere near that. And right now, Joey Scott has disappeared from view because he is bringing out the table, ladies and gentlemen. We don't need a Dudley boy to tell the hotshot Joey Scott to get the table. He knows what's at stake here. He knows the only way to be victorious is to take Savage through the table. And look at that from the hotshot Joey Scott, launching himself off the stage, launching himself right onto Steve Savage. And the crowd are loving this right here. Joey Scott, a huge crowd favorite tonight, of course. Sometimes he's not, sometimes he is. It depends where in the country he goes. But tonight they're absolutely loving him. Now Scott then rolling Savage back into the ring, trying to utilize some of his real talents in the ring, which is of course using those ropes to his advantage. And hotshot Joey Scott up on the top rope. Oh, and he rolled right. He landed on his feet, and he landed with Steve Savage's foot in his midsection as well, folks. That looked like it hurt the hotshot Joey Scott right there. And Savage dropping at about 18 stone right there, ladies and gentlemen. Dropping all of his weight right onto the chest cavity of the hotshot Joey Scott. Well, Savage now has become the favorite in my mind, given that he is now in full control of the hotshot Joey Scott. Flying back elbow, or charging black back elbow, if you will. Snapmare takeover. Oh, and Savage with that vicious neck-jarring neck breaker and a huge low-angle kick right to the head of the hotshot Joey Scott. And it looks like Savage could well be becoming a Capital champion right here. But of course, damage in the ring is not what is going to do it. He needs to now locate the table, which is located right on the entranceway at the moment, and he needs to bring Joey Scott to the table, or conversely, bring the table to Joey Scott as he delivers a very, very heavy leg drop right there, all 18 stone of Steve Savage dropping down. And this time he goes for an elbow drop, and you see the low angle, the point of the elbow driving right into the right pectoral muscle of the hotshot Joey Scott. He's not going anywhere as Savage now makes his way up to the entranceway. It looks like he's going to bring the table to the ring, and that is a smart move from Steve Savage, because ultimately right now Joey Scott is not going anywhere in that ring. He is down and he is not getting up. And Savage then places the table over the top rope, drops it into the middle of the ring. Hotshot Joey Scott then trying to make his way to his feet, but he's just not in any position to do so at the moment. Savage can take his time in setting up that table because he's taken Hotshot down, and as Hotshot gets up to his knees, Savage just boots him in the face and reminds him exactly who is on top of this encounter. As I said, with the way things look at the moment, there is no doubt in my mind that Savage is going to be walking out of here with the new Capital champion. The hotshot Joey Scott can barely make it to his feet. However, it just takes one man to be put through the table for this bout to be over. Fireman's left right here. Hotshot then sees the table, shakes his head. He wants nothing to do with it. He wriggles, slips down the back. Oh, he's lifted Savage up. And now look at this, can he get him up? Oh, he's not got the energy to do so. He has to put him down. And now Savage hoists and drops him down with a Falcon Arrow suplex. And the table is teetering. It is teetering over. Now I wonder what would happen if the table fell onto one of the competitors and broke. That would, of course, signal the end of the match. The signal for the end of the match is the table breaking with a competitor, but maybe it's going to be the competitor going through the table as opposed to what almost happened right there with the table falling on the competitor. Well, Savage right now setting up Joey Scott for, well, that table is in a very precarious position, and unfortunately for the hotshot Joey Scott, it looks like his days are numbered right here. Savage moving the table a little bit closer because he is going to pick Joey Scott up and he is going to throw him through the table to become the new champion. And Scott then needs to come to quickly. Savage is climbing. Savage is on the middle rope. The hotshot Joey Scott's title reign here in LDN Wrestling is about to come to an end, folks, in a tables match right here. And this is so dangerous for the Hot Shot. Wait a sec. Oh my goodness. Literally out of nowhere.
Your winner and still Capital Champion Joey Scott.
Out of nowhere, ladies and gentlemen, the Hot Shot Joey Scott was able to powerbomb Steve Savage and take this match, and he looks exhausted, shocked, but delighted nonetheless. And what a way to end tonight's episode, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Reginald Kensington III. I want to thank you so much for tuning in each and every week to LDN Capital TV. Please engage with us by leaving a comment as to who your favorite LDN wrestler is and who you would like to see interviewed one-on-one with me once we reach 3,000 subscribers. But for right now, ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you so much for tuning in. Guernsey, we are coming your way in July, but this has been LDN Wrestling, and we are British and proud.